Hi everybody, my name is Scott Walls. For over 25 years, I've deployed ERP applications for some of the world's largest organizations. During that time, I've taught thousands of people just like you how to discover, use, deploy, and support Oracle's back office applications. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you what purchasing services, sometimes called self-service, are within large organizations. Please note that this lesson is part of the Introduction to Procurement course found within the Procurement functional area of the Discover menus. But before we get started, did you know that you could earn free Discovery badges for display on your LinkedIn profile just by watching videos like this one? You can. Stay until the end of this video and I'll show you how. Okay, so let's get started. Key topics for this lesson are as follows: purchasing services, offline purchasing, online requesting, personal requesting, online organizational or corporate requesting, requesting similarities, self-service procurement, catalog-driven, catalog-based purchasing flow, non-catalog requests, and finally, non-catalog request purchasing flow. All right, lots to cover. Let's get started. First, purchasing services. Purchasing is the formal process of buying goods and services, also known as items. The process starts with a demand or requirements for a good or a service. A requisition is generated, which details those requirements and initiates procurement services, purchasing and sourcing. So first, let's take a look at offline purchasing. So this is when you go to the store. So you can see here, you go to the store, you access the store, you agree to terms inherently by accessing the store without even knowing it. You read sale banners or not. You search sections and aisles. You add items to a shopping cart. You review the cart when you're complete. You check out, and maybe that's order and pay. Next up, online requesting. So again, this is your personal, but not offline. This is online. But notice how it's similar. So you access the shopping page. You read the news banners or not. You see your recent purchases. You may search, in this case, not necessarily sections and aisles, but you search catalogs. You shop by category. You can add items to your cart, review your cart, and check out, which is where you purchase and pay. One thing worth noting is that when you're in online requesting, it's exclusively catalog-based, meaning that you can only search things that exist. Next, online requesting, but this is from an organizational point of view. So one of the immediate things you'll see or you'll notice is that this is mostly catalog driven, right? So not everything that we want has already been cataloged, particularly in the area of services or build to order. So let's quickly walk through the steps. You access the shopping page. Again, you read the news banners or not. You see recent purchases. You search catalogs, shop by category, add items to your cart, review your cart, and submit for approval. Note the downstream receiving, invoicing, and paying functions occur post-approval. That's a little bit different. Okay, so let's look at some of the obvious requesting and purchasing similarities, meaning between organizational online and personal online. So kind of top to bottom, you can see that there's a search function built into each of them. A little bit harder to see, but there's also a cart. You search for things in catalogs, add them to your cart, very similar in both worlds. You can see whether it's halo on the top or whether you see recent purchases, there's some kind of advertisement. You can again see the catalogs in different places. Next up, sixth topic, self-service procurement, again, catalog driven. So let's talk a little bit about this catalog driven. So requesters purchase using pre-negotiated content. A lot of times we say catalogs, but this truly could be smart forms. It could also be things that look like an item or a catalog item, but they point to another web page. Maybe that's a portal, maybe that's a policy document. But anyway, requesters search ubiquitously through all of that pre-negotiated content, and where possible, they add items to cart. They then submit those carts for approval. Approvers approve. Catalog orders are generated, assuming some level of previous contract and agreement. And then the items are sent, and requesters or docs receive those items. This is referred to as self-service. Now let's take a look at the catalog-based purchasing flow. So I have a series of different requesters, 5 in this case. They may search through catalogs, they may add to their own individual carts, but then they submit those carts for approval. In this little example, they all come to the same person or role for approval. Those then get consolidated, this is an optional feature, into one or more purchase orders. Those purchase orders get filled, and then each of those different requesters in this example are doing desktop receiving. Notice multiple requesters, order consolidation, receive at desk or dock, and then downstream invoice and payment. So, what happens when the item needed is not found in a catalog, like a service, or something that's new, or something that we have to be made to order, something we have to have proposed to us? Well, then we use a non-catalog request. The steps to do this request, though, are very similar. Access a shopping page, search the catalog, shop by catalogs. If nothing's found, then instead of adding it to my cart, I go to my non-catalog request and I type in what I want and I add that to my cart, review my cart, and submit for approval. 9th topic, non-catalog request purchasing flow. So now let's go walk through this process flow again. Requesters purchasing non-negotiated content. So requesters search catalogs, no item is found. So there on the right, you can see we're going to use our non-catalog request form to engage Procurement to provide the sourcing services. Procurement may do any of the following: register suppliers, create non-financial contracts. So remember, this could be a pre-purchase contract like a master of services. Could also be a joint venture, could be a non-disclosure. We may do some level of sourcing or negotiation. Then we have another purchase contract, and we may enable content or create a PO. Okay, let's recap. So you should now understand the following about purchasing services. Purchasing services, online, offline purchasing, the similarities of online and offline, the similarities of personal and of corporate or organizational requesting. You should also understand catalog and non-catalog purchasing flows. Still don't understand? Watch it again, it's free. But if you get it, congratulations. Now it's time to move on to the next lesson. So that's it for this presentation, but hopefully just the beginning of your learning journey. There are thousands of free videos just like this one. Remember, better content, better skills, better income, better life. We want to help you get 1% better every day. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Okay, as promised, here are the 5 steps you can perform today to start earning free badges for your LinkedIn profile. Step 1, navigate to Panameer.com and either sign in or join now. It's free. Step 2, in the upper left, under the Discover menu, select the course that you want to watch and get badged for. Step 3, watch all of the different video lessons in that course. Step 4, when it's complete, send your LinkedIn profile and the course you watched and your user ID to badges@Panameer.com. And then sit back and wait for step 5 when we attach a badge to your LinkedIn profile.